So 3rd and inches, they'll get it to Turpin coming around the end. The speed of Turpin down the sideline to the Eagles 43. Give them 23 and a Dallas first down. The 44, it is Pollard with space up the middle. And this Eagles defense that has seen the last 2 opponents move the ball on them. Last 2 games giving up nearly 1,000 yards this defense. And Dallas moving it with ease. On this opening drive, Dowdle's going to be marked. Got mad at me when I called him Darius in our meeting. So
yeah, you did.
2nd and 10. Prescott with a pump and check it down to Pollard. He's got space on the edge and very close to the first down. Kevin Byard, who came over in a trade from Tennessee, pushes him out of bounds. He's bring full. Prescott bouncing, looking, escaping, throwing on the run. Flag is down as Lamb catches it, takes it to the end zone for a touchdown. But there is a flag down, and this is coming back. Our referee tonight, John Hussey.
There is no foul on the play. The result of the play is a touchdown.
After the pickup, a 4-designed run with Hurst. A lot of space. Kelsey out in front of him. First down across the 40-yard line. Again, emptying out the backfield. And Hurst throwing in the middle, incomplete. And there he is. Good to have him back for the Eagles. Dallas Goedert, tackled by Donovan Wilson, the safety.
They got their pass rushers in now for Dallas.
3rd and 16. Hurts stepping up, firing in the middle. It's caught. Devontae Smith to the 21-yard line. Big first down for the Eagles. A gain of 30. 1st and 20, and a designed run with Hurts. He takes it to the 20. Lost the football. Dallas is on it. Donovan Wilson down there at the bottom of the pile. Eagles trying to say Hurts was down first. Cowboys ball. A conversion rate from Dallas was good, picking up 3rd downs on the first drive. And got one here on the 2nd to CeeDee Lamb to the 49-yard line. That's a gain of 27. And a couple of big shots to Lamb already.
This defense from a year ago, they're all gone via free agency.
3rd and 2. Dak pumps, throws high and incomplete for Michael Gallup.
Decision time.
We'll continue to run inside. Pollard shifting direction, got the first down. Nifty run. Scoring the pattern here on 3rd down. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of Devontae Turpin. Made a 58-yarder against the Rams. Aubrey swings it from 60. Long enough and good. 2 days before Christmas. 3rd and 2. Hurts to throw. Goddard was covered. To Devontae Smith, incomplete. As the Philadelphia punter's done a nice job. The dangerous Turpin back deep. It's going to be a throw. And wide open for the completion is Olamide Zaccheaus to the 40 and the 38-yard line. So the Eagles go with the trick play. 3rd and 5. Gainwell with the block. Gives Hurts time for A.J. Couldn't bring it in. Turning late was Brown. J-Ron cursed the coverage. Braden Mann puts it down, and Elliott sneaks it in the right side.
In particular, the offensive line.
The 22. Dak throwing in the middle. There's Ferguson into Eagles territory at the 45. CeeDee Lamb, the loop to motion. Prescott will throw to Dowdle. On the side, Dowdle very close to that first down. Mark him over at the 35-yard line, which would give him the first down. They need his ability, too. He played 9 games for the Colts. A little pop pass to Lamb. On the edge, CeeDee Lamb. Slay takes him out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Here we go. 3rd and 1, Dak keeping. And he's got the first down at the 4 as Sidney Brown, the rookie, tries to pull the ball away. Dallas has been successful with the sneak. They'll turn and hand. It's Dowdle. Is he in? They run in from the side. Spot the ball short.
I don't think so.
Let's take a peek at the replay.
I think that is right there. Was that Carter? That was...
There's Dowdle.
After reviewing the play, the runner did in fact get in the ball beyond the goal line for a touchdown.
Which empowers kids by providing clothing and shoes to support their needs outside of school.
A.J. Brown here, Melissa with the catch. And a first down, much needed for Philadelphia, out to the 40. Gainwell inside. First down to the 41-yard line. Second and 11. Here comes the pressure. It's picked up for A.J. Brown. Back shoulder, got it at the 19-yard line. Here's second and 11 for the Eagles, trailing by 14. Hurts, Parsons pressure. Parsons with the sack. Micah Parsons took on two and got there.
Anytime they're down in this end of the field, A.J. Brown.
Pressure on. Prescott got it out, but the pressure gets the deflection. And the pass is incomplete. That's going right. Just sneaks it in. Dallas is going to have a better division record at the end of the night if they win. But if the Eagles win their last four, they win the division. Prescott fires sideline. Good throw. That's Michael Gallup. Marked out of bounds.
They should win.
Clock keeps rolling. Buck 22.
Whoa.
Prescott hit as he was about to throw by Hassan Reddick. Off the edge for his 10th sack of the season. First sack of Prescott here tonight. Second and 16. He will throw it complete to Lamb, trying to get out of bounds. And he will be ruled getting out of bounds. And the clock stops with 51 seconds remaining. Prescott's got some time here. Rips it to the right. Flag down as the catch is made by Brandon Cooks on the sideline. Second and 6 for Dallas. One timeout left. Pressure on. And as he throws to the end zone. Ruled down at the 1 is Cooks. Prescott looking to throw inside for the touchdown with Gallup.
We have him as the lowest graded run defender, so a big change here.
A.J. Brown with the pressure on. Gilmore knocks it out. It's free. And the Cowboys come up with it. His brother Chase, twin brother, had a big touchdown for the Bengals in their win against the Colts today. Third and 9. Prescott is protected. He's got Pollard, but it is thrown out of bounds by James Bradbury. Here they come with a blitz. Hurts gets rid of it quick, incomplete. There's the value of that pressure. He had a bail as he threw. From the 45, Prescott in trouble. Cox lost the football. Jalen Carter, the rookie, has picked it up. And Carter will score. Game on. The veteran Fletcher Cox with a game-changing play. Carter just made the big play for this Eagles defense. Prescott scanning. Escapes out to Pollard. Eagles trying to stop him, but Pollard able to keep going and get the first down out across the 35. Who's in on 3rd and 6. The Eagles bring a blitz. Getting to Dak. The throw caught by Ferguson. Getting away from Sidney Brown. Jake Ferguson, big run to the 27-yard line. He hasn't missed this year. 3rd and 25. Toss to Pollard on the edge. There's the scenario you talked about. It's going to be just shy of the 40-yard line. Good from 60. Now from 59. Aubrey. He's done it again. And the Birds take over at their own 25. Down 14. Down 18 at the break. Jalen hit as he throws. A.J. Brown to the 43-yard line. And here's our first brotherly shove of the night for Hurts. And he carries it through for the first down at the 47-yard line. Almost like diving off the blocks and swimming to get in the water, right? Hurts, Goddard, got a first down. Dallas Goddard carrying bodies to the 31-yard line. So the Eagles, after the field goal, on the move. Overload with pass rushers to Hurts' right. Hurts getting rid of it. Brown underneath, trying to catch and run. Gilmore having a 5-star night. Here comes the pressure. Hurts throws underneath. Catch and run. Devontae. No. Gilmore again. 3rd and 4. Prescott scanning underneath. Complete. And the first down picked up across the 40-yard line with C.D. Lamb.
It was like he had just cracked the code on the game itself.
Timing the footwork to where to throw it. Great leap by Ferguson. First down, Dallas. Although they do go to Seattle next Monday. It's nothing easy. Prescott, shoulder shake. End zone shot. For Cooks. Bradbury in coverage, incomplete. Good from 60, good from 59. That's mere boring. 31, Hurts. Complete to Smith, 41 yard. So both quarterbacks know and praise the 36-year-old Brian Johnson. His quarterback throws to A.J. Brown, bumped out of bounds for the first down in Cowboy territory. It was interesting. In any case, it's backed up to 3rd and 6. Hurts going to do it in the air with A.J. Brown. They're going to get it to make the point moot on the offside and get it inside the 35-yard line.
Sure, it's amazing how many times this changes.
35. Hurts. Devontae Smith into the secondary and lost the football. And Dallas is on it. 3rd turnover for Philadelphia. Malik Hooker was there. They're going to rule him down by contact back at the 12-yard.
That he's not a head coach in this league next year.
3rd and 5. Pressure from the edge. What a throw! What a grab! With the run for the first down to the 32-yard line. For a terrific final month of the season. All buys are done. Now the final 4 after tomorrow night. Prescott chased him. Hassan Reddick's going to get him for the 2nd time tonight as Reddick brings him down. And now Aubrey from 50. That one through. Good time to be a Cowboys fan. The Dallas Cowboys impressive here tonight. Philly and Dallas split the season series. Clash between both of those guys, and maybe they'll see each other for a 3rd time.